of the missions, quests, whatever. Ugh. And I've got to make sure that I don't get ambushed. I keep charging too far forwards and dying because I get surrounded. Need to remember to hang back. These enemies are tough. It's worked out quite well because I wanted to have it finished before Stranger of Paradise comes out, that Final Fantasy game, because I'm going to play that next, and that's out on the 12th of March, so worked out quite well. Bought that on PC though, so it should look better than it would do on PS4, and hopefully load faster than this does with the SSD. But footsteps creep me out then. Right, I shouldn't be able to be ambushed from here, but it's quite exposed. I thought that stuff exploded. So much for tactics. Nice view of a wall. Okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. How did I get them all stacked up like that? It's very neat. Oh. Vaporized. Where are they? Oh, I think I'm clear.
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner. Is that a joke? Y'all call me out to fix the FPS and now you're asking me who I am? Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went
Nice.
a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am. Anyway, I need to finish this, so get out of here, will you?
Okay. Did you not hear the gunfire? Ah. Oh. Must find that passcode. That would be fun. Is that it? Seriously, it's right there. Oh, it's not letting me do it, so I guess that's not it.
That.
I noticed. Thank you. I have literally spent all my money tinkering. It was worth it. I've got plenty of ammo. Anywhere. So check what's in the opposite direction. Oh, so much stuff. Don't need that. Technically, I probably don't need any of this stuff, but I just can't help myself. Right. A quick look down here and then we'll go back. Oh, that is down here. That's all the down here there is. I think. Oh no. Oh no, I can go up here as well. Oh, that's the way I'm supposed to go apparently. I'll go back the other way then. Ah! Did they not hear, like, the war that was going on just a few feet? I feel bad, it was just him. I thought you'd have, like, friends. Poor guy. Random selection. Fascinating. It's not just... That was pointless unlocking. Now let's see what's back this way. Must be up there. Ooh. Ooh. And we're back here again, I think, are we? Yeah. That was interesting.
The captain's here. Let's go. I want to see all of you busting ass.
Oh. Trying to not hit the iconoclast. This has less recoil, but still packs the punch. Oh. Who's on a scrap down there? I can hear shouting. Oh no, it's just the iconoclast just being rowdy. Pick up what's left. Leg. Rest of the body. Must be where they came from. So is it a case of every faction that likes you comes and gives you a hand? So if everybody hates you, you're on your own? Because I like that idea. Oh, a weird place to put a sink. Oh, that's why it's there. These cells don't look too great. Oh my god. Right, okay, I think we're good. I don't really want to go down ladders though. Oh well, I guess we'll have to. YOLO! That could have ended badly. I did, just smacked him in the face with my rifle. Should we tell them that we actually were the ones that kind of caused Graham's death? Maybe not. Might not be a good idea. It's not our fault, he wouldn't listen, but you know. We're saved! A mop and bucket. Actually, we're not. It's a brush and a bucket. That doesn't work. Where's the mop? I'm seeing a lot of red arrows. And a lot of places that I can be ambushed. Myself in a corner somewhere. Don't tell me they're behind me again! Ugh. Oh no, guess not. Thank you. Something hit me hard. I'm loving the tense dramatic music. It's making me very on edge. It's great. It's empty, no! I'll just go down. Oh, there's one there. Oh, there's one there. No, down. I mean, reloading's fine, but I'd rather go down the ladder. Ow. That was easy. Door sealed, unsealed door. Okay. Green screen. Everybody needs green screen. I wonder if they're playing like, yeah, Beat Saber or something on that. Oh my god. Not a green type, looks like they just painted some ordinary type.
I'll keep it down.
Better. Wait, have we been this way? Oh. That's weird. Taking the opportunity to actually just take in the sheer scale of this place. Eesh. It does go right down to the core. jump when you're crouched. What? Follow him, he knows where the fight's at. Not this again! I hate that gun. Where's that last one? It must be above. Oh. Oh, need to repair my stuff. I need to stop taking the weapons, I don't need them. I'll just loot this leg. Oh. It was pretty tough, that one. I'm not surprised that so many of the iconoclasts fell here. Right, just have a quick look down this ladder. Because ladders equal good stuff. Sometimes. Could have just waited for me. Right, going up again.
Nice. Calm before the storm and all that. Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Well, you agreed to come with me. You're as much at fault as I am. I don't like it, it's quiet. It's freaking me out.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon. That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams.
This is actually trying to do something.
In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Charming.
No call for... You unbelievable bastard! Sophia should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her.
I did.
I'll have you hanged, quartered, bankrupted. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
I don't think so.
Is that what you think you're doing? This path of wanton societal disruption? You call that being a savior? I call it sabotage. You know what saboteurs get, Captain? Summary executions. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'll try reasoning, but...
Absolutely not.
No, I don't think so.
Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Say I didn't warn you. What's down here, I wonder? Do you imagine these both? Oh no. I can only go out one of them anyway, so this one it is.
And we're stalking, and we're stalking.
And we're screwed, and we're screwed. I'm kind of worried about this. Where'd he go? 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 I can't see. Ah! You see why it's called around?
Here we go! That was fun!
Oh my gosh, go away! Oh, I shouldn't have turned back on it. Reloading not the good time. I think he won't notice if I go behind him. He noticed. Oh crap, there's so many of them. No, I wanted. Ah, that was a waste, but never mind. Oh, these little ones are so annoying. Oh shit! Ah, I tried to heal. Wow. Oh, so close. What have I got? Heather. That'll do. Oh my god, no! That was not a good idea to hide in there. Ow. Run away! Right. The little guys I can handle. Oh, they died along with him. Okay. Just check how much ammo I've got after all that. Oh, plenty for energy, which is what I'm using, that's fine. So there is a lot of energy cells around. I guess most of the enemies use energy weapons. Oh, that was interesting. If I look at this room while I'm here, because I didn't even get a chance to admire how nice the room is. That's very cool. Please don't tell me there's another one of those around the corner or something stupid. What? These hallways are much more up class than the previous ones. Guess I'm supposed to be the governor office or something. Oh, I got all that way and there's not even a box or anything for me. Nice, unnecessary, but nice. That was pathetic. Really thought that would work? Idiot.
Get me out of here!
A minute. Did that do it? No? Oh, yes. He's behind glass. No? Sealed. Oh.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
I have an idea.
You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man?
Yep.
You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can. I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them. I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
Picturing a liar. No. He was trying his best.
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
Utopian future.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the iconoclast spread like wildfire. Zora's focus on logistics made for a safer monarch, where the iconoclasts enjoyed a surge of new blood looking
I
to
knew
join
she'd
the
do well.
ranks from struggling townships. Life on Monarch slowly improved from a desperate fight for survival to prosperous growth and more permanent strength. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever.
Whoa.
Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together.
She was nuts.
Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh, no.
It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe.
Oh.
Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales.
Huh.
Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
God.
As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived.
Oh.
Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Huh. That was really, really good. I bet there's different endings as well, because like a lot of the choices, like who you get to look after Monarch and stuff, that'd all change. All roughly the same kind of ending, but I really, really enjoyed that. There's a lot of replayability in that. I'm definitely going to play it again, make different choices, be a complete and utter jerk. Make all the bad choices next time, make sure that everyone hates me. Obsidian University? Lifetime supply of salt. Oh, weddings, births and deaths. There's a lot of reuse of voices, but that's still a big cast. So interactive. Didn't know they were involved. Budapest. You've got the DLC on the credits even though I've not actually bought it. That recent? But it was older than that. No, it was. That must have been added. I guess the DLC was made around about that time. The game's definitely older because I remember playing at my friend's house. And it was before this all happened. Ah, come on, baby. Put the side down. Facial animation in this game is amazing. Hmm. The end. Right, well, and that's the end of that. I'm not going to buy the DLC, at least not at the moment, because I've kind of had enough of it. But no, that is actually a really good game. I really enjoyed that, would recommend it. So, goodbye.